Okay, welcome everybody. Just wanted to do a quick trade recap on RHE today, and really just focus in on the three trading rules that you must have in order to trade the ABCD pattern. For those of you that know the ABCD pattern or know me, it is my favorite setup. It's essentially a pattern that's been around for a very, very long time. It's available in bearish markets, bullish markets. It's essentially, the way I understand it, and the best way I can explain it, is the general, most natural flow of the market, right? So what we do see with the ABCD pattern, and if you don't know or you're not familiar with the ABCD pattern, please go to my other videos. I have one specifically on how to trade the ABCD pattern that explains it. But I wanted to go through the three rules. Once you do get a hang of it, why you can't just trade any ABCD. There's certain rules and parameters and guidelines that must be employed before you take an entry on an ABCD pattern. So I just took this one on regional health properties. And let's talk about these rules, and I'll get into the actual trade setup. All right, so the three rules for ABCD pattern trading. Number one, is it in the top 3% gainers on the day sorted by volume? Number two, if it's not, then does it have at least 100 million shares tradable? And that would be publicly shared tradable. And then, of course, is the price action above the previous day's high? So let's break all that down. All right, so when I'm sorting through my list here, and I'm going through and I'm saying, okay, here's my watch list for the day, right? And I'm sorting through and I see, okay, here's a top percent gainer, right? And it's not the top three in terms of volume, but it definitely has less than 100 million shares. And actually, RHE has 1.51 million shares publicly traded. So that's extremely low micro float. And the reason why we will accept that, even though it's not, the highest volume, is any type of volume can really move that, right? So it caught my eye once it shot up midday here, or I should say mid-morning, and it created this, this A to B, right? And then we see this natural pullback, whereas the B, so A is your high day, then B is the pullback. Then it kind of bounces back and then makes a higher low. And where you really want to get in is right around C, which is really here. Even though it pulled back, it made another stronger C before making that big move. So I actually got in right around here. And I ended up selling into profits, a third of my position here, and roughly right around here into D, right? So let's go over those rules again, right? So number one, is it in the top 3% gainers of the day sorted by volume? So yeah, it is in the top 3% gainers. Actually, it is the leading percent gainer, okay? Now, it is not the highest by volume, but we've already determined that it's less than 100 million shares. As a matter of fact, it's very, very low float, micro float, in fact. And what that means is any type of volume is going to certainly move the stock. And then, of course, the last rule. So it's rule 1, 2, and 3, not if 1 and then maybe not 2 or 3. No, you have to have all three rules, and preferably in that order. And so the last rule is it trading above the previous day's highs? And yes, it is. So here's the previous day, okay? And not only is it trading above the previous days, but even the previous several trading sessions. And as a matter of fact, it broke out, right? And you can see the breakout right here. As I was selling into that breakout, right? So again, an amazing opportunity. Make sure to apply these rules if you're trading the ABCD pattern. Otherwise, you will likely be lost. And just keep at it. It will come for you eventually. And good luck trading out there. If you have any questions, please put a comment or question in the box below, and I'll take every opportunity to answer them. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everybody.